Why hello, you people from Earth and outer space. It is I, Alexander from the universe. In this episode of Let's Rust, we're going to go over our simple Hello World application, talk about why and how it does what it does. This episode is also available in the form of text over at universe.com. A link can be found in the description below. This code is really advanced, at least for somebody who don't know Rust. Let's go over, shall we? Yeah, it's so advanced, man. Oh man, there's so many lines here. The first thing that happens here is an FN. Now, what on earth does FN do? Seriously, it's just two letters. An N dependent to an F. Like, seriously, what is that? FN stands for function, and that's how you define a function in the Rust programming language. Now, a function is basically a wrapper for more code that is callable from other functions. We're going to be talking about functions in the future, so just accept the fact that they're kind of like wrappers for code. Now, main's the name of this function. Whatever comes after fn is the name of the function. And main is what is called upon execution of the program. So whenever we run this program, it's going to run whatever's inside the function, which in this case is this print line hello world. There are two parentheses here, and these are this is where arguments go, because when you call functions, you can provide them with arguments that, depending on what the arguments are, you might make the function do different things depending on input into them. But as previously stated, we're going to talk about them in the future, so just accept them being there for now. For now, they're just decoration. Now, here's the interesting part. There is a starting curly brace, and there's a ending curly brace. Now, these curly braces are kind of like a wrapper for the code. So whatever goes inside of those, like in between those, that's what's going to be run upon the function executing. These are connected with the function, because whatever comes after the function, the place where the arguments go, as for the function, is the block. We call this a code block. That's the thing keeping the function together. It's like a wrapper for whatever code's contained by the function. That comes right after the parentheses. Now, inside of this code block here, we have one thing. We have a print line, and it says hello world. Really boring. Now, print line in Rust with an exclamation mark is something called a macro. Now, macros are really powerful things that can do really amazing things. We're also going to talk about them in the future, but for now, think of them like regular functions, because it's something we call and we give it arguments. This for example, is a string, considering you have two double quotation marks here. So whatever goes in between those double quotation marks, that's the text inside our string. And the print line, it prints out whatever strings we give it, or whatever. This is actually in Rust referred to as a string slice, but I kind of don't want to complicate things for you. Think of it as a string for now, like a string of text. And so whatever string of text you put in here, that is what's going to be printed out into your console. Now, there is a semicolon here, and that basically means that stop here, evaluate whatever comes before you. So we're telling Rust, evaluate this line, or whatever K comes before me up until, well, if there's a semicolon somewhere else, just go for it. This line, evaluate it. And it's gonna, all functions in Rust return a value. We're also gonna get into that in the future. There's so many things we're gonna do. Oh man, this is interesting. So we're printing a line, and it evaluates, and upon evaluation, it prints out. Now, since we have a semicolon here, it can also act as a separator. Now, we can go down a line, still inside the same code block, whatever's inside the code block, it's going to run from top to bottom inside our code block, calls the main upon startup. So first it prints a line, and then we want to print a second line. We want to print another line. We want to have a print line, exclamation mark, parenthesis, and the semicolon at the end there. We're going to go hello Papa, exclamation mark. Save that. So if we now were to open up our consoles here and head over to the path where we've got our Rust playing saved, we can type in the command again for compiling it. So rust c hello world .rs. Hit enter. It's going to be compiled, and we can run it depending on your operating system, like the way we did before. Type in hello _ world. Hit enter. Now it's going to say hello world, hello Papa. So it's printing a line. It evaluates that expression. It prints another line. It evaluates that expression. And all of a sudden we have a fully functional, really amazing, modern, next generation program printing 2 lines of text into the console over at universe.com. Yeah, sounds along that line. Yeah. So that's this program. That's what this does. Isn't that cool? Well, goodbye, people from Earth and outer space. Feel free to leave a comment stating something utterly hilarious or perhaps even a like. Until next time.